Hi guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. In this video I'm going to be doing my games to revisit on Evercade part 3. Basically it's the last part of games that I really need to go back to and play a little bit more of and maybe try and complete. Due to obviously time constraints, sometimes I don't always get back to some games that we play on Evercade, and in this video I've chosen my final picks of games I really need to go back to and enjoy even more. Without further ado, let's get started. First up, it's Anarchy. This was on C64 Collection 3, and it's a sort of shoot 'em up come puzzle game where you need to clear the blocks on each stage, avoid all the enemies, and the most annoying part is there is a time limit to clear this, which can be a little bit frustrating, a little bit annoying. It's a little bit like Chip's Challenge where that time limit is always there and ticking away, and it causes probably more stress than it really needs to be. Without the time limit, it would still be a really good game, but anyway, that's there and that causes a little bit of frustration. But still, really good game and one I really need to go back and revisit. So sticking with C64 Collection 3, also need to go back and play through Boulder Dash. I was really enjoying this. I think one of the problems with getting too many carts at the same time, now we've obviously moaned we want more carts, but sometimes when you get carts with lots of games on it, and also I think Indie Heroes was also released at the same time, it's almost impossible to play through everything and devote as much time as you would like to some of these games, and this one definitely deserves more time and one I'm going to go back. There's lots of levels to get your teeth stuck into. It is a really cool game that deserves everyone's attention. Okay, going back to Bitmap Brothers Collection 1, and this is Cadaver, a game I was actually really enjoying, despite the clunky controls, but I was enjoying the atmosphere, the idea, trying to actually figure out what I needed to do. It was getting better the more you get into the actual game. Now sadly, I was too busy playing Magic Pockets to go back to this game. I've played Magic Pockets till I completed it, and it is such a tough game. You really need to use those save states quite a lot, but I managed to complete that, so hopefully I'll get back to playing Cadaver and exploring that a little bit more, or it should be Cadaver. I can't really remember how to say it properly, but still, definitely a game I need to go back to. My all-time favourite C64 game, Creatures, is another game I need to go back to. I did actually get quite far, but it does get very, very difficult in later levels, and I think some of those torture scenes, I can't even remember how to actually complete. I'm not sure how I managed to do it back in the day, but definitely one of those games I need to go back. I think I'm on the second or third sort of torture scene, and I'll need to probably check some walkthroughs to be able to do it, but definitely a game I need to get back to. Now certainly another game I need to revisit is Soul Reaver. I was making some really good progress with this, much further than I ever did on the original PlayStation. Those save states certainly help, but sometimes it is a bit of a wanderfest and it's not massively clear where you need to go. So it's one of those games you really need to delve into, concentrate, and put a lot of time in to actually get some progress. But no doubt there is a really, really good game here, and I was really enjoying it. Yeah, the controls can be a little bit clunky, but I guess if you played PlayStation back in the day, you'll be used to that sort of a thing, and it doesn't really bother me at all. I know I get a lot of comments of people talking about the sort of tank controls in this game and Tomb Raider, but personally, I don't see a big issue with it. It comes naturally to me because I played these games back in the day, so it doesn't actually bother me at all. But yeah, definitely need to go back to this game and try my best to maybe get a little bit further and complete it. I was really enjoying it. Certainly it is really cool once you actually get that Soul Reaver attached to Raziel's arm. It is really, really cool. So next up it's Tomb Raider 2. Now I did play Tomb Raider 1 through to completion, thoroughly enjoyed it, and then went straight into Tomb Raider 2, but I kind of got to the point I was needing a break from it. I think trying to play them back to back is a little bit of a strain. Remember back in the day, you would have waited a full year before the next sort of game came out, so you wouldn't necessarily have been playing them back to back like that. So I probably wouldn't recommend it, but anyway, it is what it is when you get all three games in the one cart. They're there to be played, but I definitely needed a little bit of a break before delving back into it. I actually got some good progress, but I got to the point I was a little bit stuck, maybe a little bit bored and needed to play some other things, but I'll definitely be going back to it, especially since Tomb Raider Collection 2 is on its way soon. So I guess next up it would have to be Tomb Raider 3. Once I've completed 2, I will take a small break, then get stuck into Tomb Raider 3. It's been so long since I've played these games, it's a little bit obscure. Sometimes I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to go. It does feel as if you're running about like a headless chicken at times. And I guess they are trying a little bit harder with this game graphically, and they've added like the duck button, the sprint buttons type of thing to try and add a bit more depth to the games. But yeah, it's probably not my favourite Tomb Raider. I certainly prefer the first one out of the 3 games on that collection. But anyway guys, let me know what games are you going to revisit on Evercade until the next carts arrive. Thanks for watching, catch you next one.